very first episode of This Home in Redfield. This Home in Redfield is produced by students and is used to showcase a range of events occurring at Redfield College. In this episode, we will be bringing you reports on the first Commerce Market Day, the Spring Fair, as well as the first of our regular segments such as Words from the Chaplain, Words from the Headmaster, and a special presentation of the Year 12 Farewell. Earlier in this year, I attended the Year 10 Commerce Market Day. Market Day is an event organised by Commerce teacher Miss Mejia to teach students about how business works and the difficulties involved. The event's going great. Everybody's got their stalls set up and are selling a wide range of things, from ice creams, hot dogs, kebabs, and even pizzas. Everyone's preparing their food for the big lunch rush. Hi, we've got Mark here. We're just going to ask him a few questions about how the day's going. So, Mark, what are you guys selling here?
We're selling donuts and Krispy Kreme donuts, muffins, and milkshakes and ice cream.
So how are you going so far?
We've built up a fair bit, about $200. It's pretty good.
Found any problems yet?
Yeah, Gabe Palmares is in our group. He's a bit stressed. Few students are taking without paying as well, which is pretty upsetting.
Right, so you reckon you'll be alright for the rest of the day?
I'm sure lunchtime will be a ball, I'm sure.
Well, concluding here from the Commerce Market Day, the boys are going well. They're raising lots of money for their chosen charities and are learning a few things about business along the way. Now we have the first of our regular segments, Words from the Chaplain. Father Richard Umbers has been chaplain of Redfield College for 3 years and holds a doctorate in philosophy.
The Year of the Priest, which we began here in this chapel with some old boys from Redfield College, with Daniel McCann and Peli Gimma, marked the start for the whole church. A time when we pray especially for priests, but also we have to consider maybe God might be calling me to be a priest. That's a question each one of us can ask in this Year of the Priest. You might ask, well, then what is a priest? What does a priest do? I like to think of it along the terms of racing cars. A layman, a person with a lay vocation, is like someone who drives for Ferrari or McLaren. They're out on the track, they're racing around, but at some stage they've got to call him for a pit stop. And the bishop and his priests are there, like the support crew. They tank you up with grace, they clean the windscreen wipers of your souls, they check the tyres, put on some new treads, give you advice, and away the lay people go racing again. Well, you need people to be in the pit crew. They're out of the way, but they're also very important. That's what it means to be a priest. Maybe God could be calling you to be part of that pit crew.
Recently, Redfield College held its biannual Spring Fair. It is a chance for the school community to join together and raise money for the school. It was an exciting, fun-filled day.
What I'm saying is, this is the anthem. Throw all your hands up, y'all got to feel me, sing it.
It's been a great day here at the Redfield College Spring Fair. The weather has been great, the food and rides have been good, and everyone involved had a great time. I'm sure we've raised a lot of money for the new buildings going up soon, and all the volunteers' hours have finally paid off. Thank you to all that helped and came, going and giving some money. I'm Joseph Stevens, signing off from the 2009 Redfield College Spring Fair.
Another of our regular segments is Words from the Headmaster. Earlier this week, I caught up with Mr. Mullins, headmaster from Redfield College, and this is what he had to say.
Welcome. We are joined here by Headmaster of Redfield College, Mr. Mullins, and he's going to give us some thoughts on the year and just a general overview of what's happened this year. So, sir, how are you today?
Good on you, Luke. It's good to see you. Good
Thanks,
to have
sir.
the crew here. Well done.
So, what would you say are some highlights of your this year at Redfield College?
I'd say, Luke, it's been a wonderful year at Redfield. We've had some fantastic academic results from our Year 11s and 12s, particularly our Year 12s. And I'll talk about that in a moment. The Spring Fair and the marvellous effort that went in from so many parents to make the Spring Fair a success. I think we probably had something like 80 families involved in the production, if you like, of the Spring Fair. And sport, again, another very successful year in basketball and rugby and football. And the cricket club is going from strength to strength. It's great to see some of these young cricketers week in and week out getting runs. Clearly the most important thing, however, in the school is the academics, and we've had a very settled year academically. I think we've got a marvellous staff, and both across primary and secondary. That's paying great dividends, if you like, in the life of the students. Yeah, that's my summary.
They're all really great points and shows the strengths of Redfield College and what it provides for students. So how is the building construction progressing around the school?
Well, I suppose you've seen the covered outdoor learning area, which is the roof over the basketball court, and essentially that for us is a proto gym. So Mr. Majali and Mr. Tuma, their building company has done a wonderful job in putting up that construction so efficiently, and they've tested the lights now at night, and I suppose you realise that it's designed to take a new floor and to be enclosed completely. So in fact that will be a gymnasium in the coming years. Initially the enclosure will be as it is now, so partially enclosed, but already it's a wonderful space for our basketballers to practice, and clearly it provides wonderful shade as well during the summer.
It's going to be a great new area for students to use. So what are some...
I forgot to say one more thing. A marvellous highlight in the life of Redfield in 2009 has been the video crew, and the way the video crew has been on deck at all of the big occasions and have documented these big occasions, and I'm very glad to see that some of this footage is now going on the website. Well done.
Thank you, sir. We really appreciate it. So what are some passing comments on the class of 2009?
As I mentioned, I think these guys have been marvellous leaders academically in the school. We've had some really exceptional scholars. I think anybody who knows the class and has been present at the presentation nights over the last few years knows that Dennis Chung and Gabriel Perrottet have been absolute standouts as scholars, and they've kept that up right through to the line now. The exams didn't seem to hold great terrors, so I hope these young men have done very well and set a pace for the rest of their classmates. As you know, also Dennis over the years has been an absolute pace setter in terms of public speaking and in terms of music in the school. So it's really a great delight to see the success these young men have achieved, and I'm certainly, with all of the staff, wishing them the very best for the coming years and in their studies at university and afterwards in their careers. Thank you very much, Luke.
Now, to wrap things up, for the first this term in Redfield, we have a special presentation of the Year 12 Farewell 2009.
So, Gabe, as our skipper of the school, give us a day in your shoes.
Well, it's a tough gig, being the skipper of such a ragged bunch. But with respect comes responsibility, as I've always said. It's the moral code I live by, and it's been one hell of a ride. It feels very good. An honour really, and you get an enormous amount of respect from all the class. There's just little g'days in the morning, and there's nothing violent, there's nothing wrong. it's something that I've always wanted to do. So school captain, you know, it's unbeatable start.
Okay.